Y'all want to know something about these black liberals who continue to label the late great Charlie Kirk as a quote unquote racist or a white supremacist? Y'all want to know what that's really about? See, in order for them to feel justified in their hatred towards a man that they do not know, and most of them weren't even exposed to up until this point. And by exposed, I mean those little clips that are taken out of context. Yeah, see, the folks who label him a quote unquote racist and a white supremacist, some are even labeling him as the next member or damn near leader of the K, and the other K. Yeah, they got to feel good about their own bitterness, their own hatred, and so they have to mark him as a white supremacist. Yeah, see, when you need to feel justified about your wrongdoing, you know, in the same way a criminal has to make up some story. Well, the reason I'm stealing is because my kids need to eat. So you can't get your ass a job? Yeah, that's the same type of logic they use here. Well, he deserved to lose his life. Yeah, in front of his kids in broad daylight for having conversations because he was a white supremacist. Really? Well, I would ask the countless black folk who he made a way for. Countless.
So a lot of people still online making fun about, Charlie Kirk, being shot in public in front of his wife and kids, right? But for the black people who are celebrating this, right? Please stop acting. Stop putting on a facade. You guys are not celebrating this man's death because you didn't agree with his views. You're not celebrating his death because, he's racist or whatever. I don't think he's racist, but whatever. Right? The reason why y'all hating this man and why y'all making fun of him dying is because he held y'all accountable. And this is what the black community and black people in America do every single time when somebody points something out about the black community or things that black people tend to do, as if stereotypes are not there for a reason, right? They just make fun of that person, right? Y'all did the same thing to Kevin Samuels. When he was talking about, black fathers not being in the home, when he was talking about, black women being terrible at choosing their partners and having 4, 5, 6 baby daddies, right? And being the 6th baby moms, y'all made fun of him when he died. So stop acting as if, he was racist. I didn't agree with his views. And anybody who spews hate like that, they gotta go. No. Stop putting on a facade. We don't believe you. Nobody believes you. You guys are mocking this guy's death simply because he was holding y'all accountable. And that's what y'all do to every single person who holds y'all accountable. It's just what people who are going to comment on this video right now are probably going to say, he's an Uncle Tom. They make fun of me. That's the real reason. Yeah, that's the real reason. So let's call a spade and call a spade for what it is. Like, that's the reason y'all making fun of this man's death. We've seen it done. Kevin Samuels. Same thing happened. So, yeah, like, y'all could do whatever y'all want, right? But, don't act as if, he was racist. Yeah, bro, no. That's not the reason why y'all are making fun of this man dying and putting up memes. Y'all just mad that he was holding y'all accountable and pointing out the problems in the community. Because let's be honest, right? This is something that nobody wants to talk about. But stereotypes are there for a reason. Stereotypes, what people don't understand is that stereotypes wouldn't be a thing if that said thing didn't happen in the first place. It wouldn't be a thing if a stereotype wouldn't exist if the thing that stereotype is about never happened on a consistent basis or pattern recognition. That's because a lot of y'all don't understand what that is. Pattern recognition. That's the reason why stereotypes exist. But hey, yeah, stop putting on that facade because y'all did not just, we didn't agree with his views and he was racist. That's cap, bro. We're seeing right through you.
Alright guys, this video is directed towards the black community that thinks Charlie Kirk was a racist. The black community believes Charlie Kirk was racist. But I'm here to tell you that was false. Charlie Kirk did not speak based on opinions, but he spoke on facts and data. Problem within the black community is they hold on to old wounds and they blame their setbacks and struggles based on skin color. They have this victim mindset where everything is all about this. But the truth is we all have the same opportunities today. The real problem with the black community isn't that we are set back because of our skin color, but the real problem comes back to this victim mindset that we just discussed. And I'm gonna break down this victim mindset and where it roots from. The real problem within our community is the broken homes. Black fathers are walking out on their families, leaving the mother to carry the load. And then what that does is it forces these families to grow up relying on the government. And that's what our kids are growing up seeing. Let's be blunt, healthy households aren't normalized anymore at all. God did not create women to provide and protect. That is our job. That is what men are supposed to do. But how do we expect this to happen if that's all the children grow up seeing? Just the other day at work, mind you, I do sales. I'm married. I'm 22 years old. I have a 7-month-old kid. Within sales is all about building rapport, building a connection with people. I start pitching the guy, find out he has a kid. I build a connection on that. Hey dude, I got a 7-month myself. Check this out. Here's a picture of my kid. And then the guy asked me, oh, is your baby mama black or is she white? I respond, dude, she's not my baby mama, that's my wife, and she's black. That right there shows how normalized the broken system has become. And that's what Charlie was getting at. I definitely said it better than he did, 100%. But again, I have a career in sales, so I'm supposed to be good at talking. The deal is, Charlie spoke facts. But instead of waking up, people twisted it into racism. Instead of getting offended, maybe wake up and pay attention. And I can say this because I used to be a victim too. I blamed all of my struggles and my setbacks on my skin color. The moment I took full responsibility over my life and realized I had the same opportunity as everyone else, that's when everything changed and I started to see success and I stopped having a victim mentality. We can't keep passing down excuses. We need to pass down accountability, discipline, and strong families. And that's how we can shift out of this victim mentality.
With the discourse going on in the Black community regarding Charlie Kirk, especially during tough times like this, right? I would often cape for people like, yo, it's a tough time, hurt people. But then it just came to me, like, these people ain't hurt. They're not hurt, they're just evil. These people are just evil. And they're putting it out on full display. And I'm glad for it because God calls for separation. He wants to separate his children and use them as an example for how others to behave. And this is a perfect illustration. You see these jigaboos, these coons hop on here, caping, talking about he was a white supremacist. He expound white supremacist talking points. First of all, the fact that you mention white supremacy, I already know that you're lying. And on top of that, I know that you don't believe in God. No, scratch that. You're calling God a liar. Whenever you say things like white supremacy this, white supremacy that, racism this, you're calling God a liar. And God is not in you. And again, God will not be mocked. So all that fun things that y'all dancing and rejoicing for somebody that you didn't even know, and you're taking talking points from other stooges to try to justify your claims for dancing and celebrating this man's untimely demise, it just proved that you guys are just weak, pathetic losers. And God, please forgive me. I know I try not to go in. I try to but you guys are such losers, man. Saying all of these things. I know for a fact that you've never sat down with the man or even listened to his full explanation of anything. You're taking him out of context. And I don't really care for you to even sit there and listen to him. Once you lie to me, once you lie to me or once you lie about God, I have no further discussion to have with you. These people who believe men can get pregnant, these people who think men can transition into women, these are the people that you are trying to take your intellectual knowledge and prowess from, and you want people to take you guys seriously, the devil is a liar, man. Oh my God. You guys, all of you, each and every one of you fall into that same bucket. All of you guys are just liars. You're liars for the Democrat Party, and everything that you're saying is just to further perpetuate your lie. And you're lying on this dead man too. You guys stay over there. God wants us separated from you guys for a reason. And this is a perfect illustration, a perfect line in the sand, that there are you, the liars, and then those, the true believers. Plain and simple.
How is it that the NBA is 75% black? It's because they're better at basketball than white people generally are. It's not because
because of DEI.
No, oh, really? What DEI? No, seriously. What DEI program or policy does the NBA have? Do they have a stated goal saying we're only going to hire black people? No, the NBA owners say we want the best basketball players, and they end up with a 75% black league. The NFL, it's a cutthroat business. They want the best possible football players. They end up with 50% of the NFL being a black league. We want the best. We want better. We don't care about the color of your skin. We want merit and we want excellence in this country.
So this is Charlie Kirk admitting that black people are better than Caucasian people. The man that came up to the podium, his stance was that black people are in the position that they are in because of DEI. That was not Charlie Kirk's position. That was the young man that he was communicating with. So Charlie Kirk informed the young man that these people, these individuals are running a business. And this has nothing to do with DEI. This is 100% who's better. And he literally said that black people are better than whites. He was entertaining the young man's position and the young man's point. He didn't bring that up. So somebody explain to me, how is this racist? I just want to, please, explain to me how this right here, him admitting that black people are better than Caucasian or white people, are racist.